Hello and welcome to this demonstration on how to set up your paper for APA formatting. This tutorial will show you how to set up the title page and it will show you how to set up the first page. We will not be doing the abstract for this video, just to let you know. Before we do anything else, we need to set up the paper to be ready for us to type on stuff. That sounds strange, but it's true. So, APA, first thing we're going to do is go to the font. APA uses Times New Roman, size 12. Set that first. Do that first before you do anything else. Next, we want to go to the page layout. Make sure the margins are 1 inch all the way around. Margins. Okay, that's good. Going to go back to the home. Now we're going to go to the paragraph. Yes. So for paragraph, the easiest way to set this up is to just click on this little button right here to get the paragraph settings. What we want to do is we want to set up the spacing to be double. Spacing is double. And make sure you click this. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. That needs to have a check mark. Do that before you even start typing anything. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. Muy importante that, yes. If you don't do that, your paper is going to be messed up and nobody wants that. Make sure that has a check mark. Double spaced, check marked. Fantastic. Okay. So now we have it. The font's set, the margins are set, the spacing is set. Now we need to do the header. To click on the header, you double click up at the top. Boom, boom. Gets us into the header section. You'll notice that we have like this new tools. Extremely important. The first thing you need to do once you open up the header is click on Different First Page. Make sure there's a checkbox in there. Different First Page. Why, you may ask? Well, I will show you and it will make sense in a second, but make sure that is checked. Different First Page. Then we go to the page number. I'm going to add a page number at the top of the page. Just use the simple. Don't use anything fancy. No. Use this one right here. Okay? Right there. And it's all the way. That is font Times New Roman size 12 because we set that up ahead of time. Now, APA is a little weird how it does its header. It starts off on the first page with the two words, running head. Notice that the capital R is capitalized. The capital R is capitalized? Yeah. The R is capitalized. H is not. Then you put a colon. Then a space. Next you want to put in the title. It can't be super long, maybe about 50 characters. So we'll call this, and the title needs to be in caps from here on out. So, My Awesome APA Paper. Okay. Now you'll notice that that's not quite right. So we want this running head stuff, we want this to be all the way over here. The easiest way to do it, once we get to this point, is hit the tab button. Bump. And if it doesn't move it far enough, hit it again. Bump. Okay, so I actually end up hitting the tab button twice. If your title is longer, you may only have to hit the tab button once. But see, that brought it over here. So now the header is set up on your APA title page. So to get out of that, you just double click below it. You'll now notice that's in gray. Okay, that's fine because that's up in the header. Now we need to put in some information on the title page. I'm going to center it. Put the cursor over here. I'm going to hit enter about 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. The first thing that goes on there is the title of your paper. Now, the title of your paper is the same thing up here, but in this case, it's not capitalized. Why? I don't know. That's just the way that they do it. Now, we do capitalize every word. My awesome APA paper. If you're familiar with MLA style, you would use the same tricks here. Basically, every word is capitalized except for extremely common words like the, of, and, for, stuff like that. Okay, title of your paper. Then you need to put in your name, Jason Morgan, and then the name of your school. Yep. Or if you're working for a company, whatever company you're working for. There's more you can add, but these are the very basics. Notice that you do not have a date Okay, you don't have the date here. It's just the title, the name of the person who wrote it, and the name of the school. That is set up. That is the title page. Yay! Now we need to get into the paper itself. Okay, to do that, it gets a little tricky, but bear with me. I'm going to go to Insert and Page Break. Insert, then Page Break, and that pushes me all the way to the next page. Ta-da! There's the next page. Now I need to create the header again, so I click up here. Boom, boom. Now you'll notice that the header didn't copy over from the first page. Why? But usually when I put stuff in the header, it goes over to the second page. Guess what? It didn't do it. You know why? Because we clicked different first page. Now, from here on out, we don't have running head. Running head is only found on the first line. But now we need to start on page 2. So we're going to go to Insert Page Number again. So we're on header and footer. We're going to go to Page Number. We're going to go to the top of the page. We're going to put it over here. And it should automatically put it to 2. Yay! The name again of our paper is My Awesome APA Paper. Again, that needs to be in caps. So My Awesome APA, keep doing that, paper. And then I'm going to hit Tab. Whoop. Tab again. Whoop. Okay, so again, tab twice worked for this because it's a short title. The title is longer than just tab once. But now it puts it over it is. Again, notice, running head is here. Running head is not there. Very important. Okay, so once you're done with that, double click out of this. Boom, boom. We're still centered here. Now we need to put the title again. Why? I don't know, but we have to. And again, it's just actually what you can do. You can cheat a little bit. Not cheat. This is a time saver. It's not cheating. Copy that and just paste it. Boom. Okay, because it's the same thing. Now I'm ready to start typing my paper. So I'm going to hit Enter again. Notice that everything's already double spaced for me. When I do this paper, then I need to start over here. I need to go to left align. Left align. And then I'm going to hit Tab. I'm going to indent the first paragraph. This is the first line of the first paragraph. I can almost spell. Almost type. Okay, there you go. So then you would just keep typing. Now notice, if you just keep typing here, notice how it automatically jumped down to the second line, and then it is lined up with that. That's the way it should be. Okay, so let's say that ends the paragraph, and when you go to the next paragraph, every new paragraph should be indented. This is the second line of the, actually it's the first line of the second paragraph. Isn't revision great? The first line of the second paragraph. Ta-da! That is how you set up APA formatting. Now follow the directions and do it. You can do it. Good luck.